in the rosiest of days, can I find a way to say I am who I am?
Hi, I'm Tara. I am the mum of Maya, who's 13, and Alex is 9. Alex is my son, and he was born with Down syndrome in 2009. I'm the original Big Picture. We were thrilled to be part of it, and it was a brilliant experience. Our journey since then, in the last 6 years, has been really unpredictable, I think, at that point. We have looked very closely into dual diagnosis of Down syndrome or ADHD. He doesn't have ASD. The reason why we investigated this is because Alex is non-verbal. He has had a lot of support and a lot of care and a lot of input and intervention, but we unfortunately haven't found his oral voice. However, Alex does have a quite good signing ability, so he can get across what he wants to. So we sign a lot to him. He can sign back, and we are still encouraging everyone else around to sign to him. While he understands a lot, he's not going to learn sign unless other people use it with him, and he doesn't have an oral voice, so it's really important that people sign with him. He now goes to a special school. He started off in mainstream. He was able to access the reception year. He went to the nursery in the same school for 2 years and then accessed the reception. It became quite clear very, very quickly that he wouldn't be able to cope with a more formal school environment. He just wasn't developmentally ready to sit and attend. But more than that, the environment, too many people made him, I think, just a bit anxious, or it didn't support him anyway. So we made the choice to move him to a special school. It is an amazing school. It has lots of sensory equipment and has been really good for him. In the last week, he wrote his name completely independently. Over the last year, I think he is becoming more aware of his place within the world and how he fits into it. He is able to see some of the rules and begin to maybe to see that they apply to him as well. I think that's been the trickiest part with Alex, is sometimes explaining when things are not there or they don't exist. If he sees something on telly or a toy on telly or something, he thinks that he can just go there now and get it. Or Monsters University, he really desperately wanted to go to Monsters University for a while, and it was really hard to say that didn't exist, and he wouldn't accept a pretend version or play version, which we tried. We went camping for the first time, and it was successful. It was successful because the people around us knew Alex, knew his needs. If he bolted, there were safe people around. If he wanted to join in, not only did they say, oh, it's okay, but they made him in charge. He felt important. So he was in charge of doing all the cooking, and he loved it. It was just amazing. So to be able to join a group who understand us, understand Alex's needs, can accommodate for those needs, means that we are less isolated. Being less isolated means that we have more hope for the future. We can teach Alex how to engage in the world in an environment which is safe. The people around us are safe, and they can accept him for who he is and that he is learning. Going places where they don't make that slight adjustments or accommodations means we often have to stop. We have to leave. I then have to end up restraining Alex, and that turns into a very difficult time for everybody. So I can't stress how important it is to be inclusive of children who are still learning how to engage in the world, to maybe give them a little bit of independence and a little bit of understanding, and say, how can we include you? How can we make this okay for you? How can we get you out into the world? I think more places are doing that, which leads me to feel much more hopeful for the future, for his future and his happiness. And that's all we want. Thank you. Bye.
In the rosiest of days, can I find a way to say I am who I am? And you cannot sing along. The melody's not long, but it's fine. It's just fine.